dear.
Oh, gee, Ben Stokes, he knew.
We saw Ben Stokes get David Warner out with no ball. What was your understanding of what actually went on this morning?
Well, we didn't really know because we hadn't been told as a broadcaster about the technology not being there. So we was sort of second guessing ourselves as to why is the third umpire not calling these? Is he paying attention to what's going on as part of his job? We had Simon Torfel on to try and explain the whole process, and he backed up what we were trying to say. And then we later found out that the technology that's been used since February last year actually isn't working for this game. So. And when it's not working, the responsibility goes back to the on-field umpires. They're the ones that are in charge of calling front foot no balls or not. And as today, it's been the or not part of it that's been a bit of a worry. I mean, Stokes got a wicket in his first over, bowled 3 or 4 no balls in that, one of which was, as I said, was that wicket-taking one to Warner. And then we've got our Hawkeye guys to go back through and look through the day's play. And he's actually bowled about 18 no balls in the day's play, of which one has been called. So... that's where the conjecture's coming from. On-field umpires are just so reluctant these days to even worry about the front line because they've got protection and backup if a wicket falls off a no ball that they can then have a look at that one. But as far as I'm concerned, it's not good enough.
It's not even close, is it? You couldn't even sort of start building an argument.
Would that be serious defining?
One thing we don't know is if Rod Tucker had actually spoken to him in the first few balls and told him to get back. We don't know if that happened or not, but... if he had told him, he certainly hadn't dragged his foot back at all because, as you see, the wicket-taking one was the one that he was probably furthest over in that whole over. But yes, that could be, absolutely could be series defining.
Any sympathy for the umpires, just given the fact they're probably now used to just keeping their eyes, looking at the stumps and looking at the action because they've gotten used to the TV umpire calling no balls. Any sympathy for them?
When you say gotten used to it, it's only been there for 18 months, and so the other 25 years of their life that they've been umpiring, it's been the other way. So you would think that the other one would be more ingrained than what's... But yeah, I mean, I do have sympathy for umpires because I know how hard it is. I mean, I've stood there in the nets and tried to do a good job and look down and look up, so you have sympathy for them. I'm not saying it's easy by any streak of the imagination, but when you're that far over the front line and it's not called, I can't have sympathy for that.